Hey everyone, working on getting things up and running. Here we go. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I am sure you've all been having a good time so far, and I'm betting everybody has been very busy with shopping and baking and all those things that come along with the holidays. So, any of you who are having time to join me here today, I really appreciate it. And as you come in, I'll remind you, you know the drill. Tell me where you're ringing in from. And also make sure that you will have your pen and paper handy because we are, of course, going to have to play a game. So if somebody lets me know you're here so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself, yay, somebody made it. Hey, Jennifer, thanks for coming. Lisa has come in. South Carolina is represented. Jennifer, I'm not sure where you're ringing in from, but thanks for showing up. I've got Gerhard with me acting as my assistant who is trying to catch up with what's going on here and find us live. He is hopefully going to be monitoring things as we do drawings and find winners in our Christmas trivia game. If not, oh well, I'll be on my own. So, and hi Cindy, thanks for joining us from Ohio and Michigan. Okay, well the East Coast is definitely here. Thanks to all of you who have come from a little farther away and are not in that earlier time zone. Make sure that you've got your pencil and paper handy so that we'll be able to play our trivia game later on. We will be watching to see who has their best Christmas trivia hat on tonight. Hi from Illinois. Thanks for joining us. Hi from New York. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Marta. Hey, guys. I hope you are all having it ready for a wonderful Christmas. I'm very happy to be here with you. As some of you know, I was sick earlier in the week, and that certainly played havoc with my social life this weekend. So I'm very happy that some of you are hanging out with me because I just hate missing a good party. But I was happy that Gerhard and I and his brother and his wife were able to get up to Victoria, Canada. Hey, hi, Kelly, one of my street team here. Thanks for the support. I love it. I want to put in a plug for those of you who have now have a chance to visit Canada on the west side. Where BC, British Columbia is. Victoria is a charming, charming city. It has so many things to do. And the highlight for us girls, I hope some of you saw pictures that I posted here and on Instagram of the Bouchard Gardens. I have never been before. And going at Christmas was probably the best time ever. I'm going to tell you, it was like sensory overload, you guys. That is a huge 55-acre garden. And I believe a certain family, I don't remember the name, took it over. It used to be a lime quarry, and they turned it into gardens, and now it's run by a nonprofit. But they get busy. I mean, of course, every time of year there's something to see in the gardens. So as with all things, the garden, any time of year you go, it's going to be beautiful. But at Christmas, it is so lit up. Hey, Kelly, have you gone up there for Christmas? It is so gorgeous. They start hanging their light displays, which are everywhere in October, to get ready for this. And it's just gorgeous. And so what else to do if you decide you want to do a trip to Victoria? I'm thinking girls trip. How fun would that be? You can do, of course, Bouchard Gardens. If you saw my posts, we did Murchie's. That was a fun place to go and have tea, a little more affordable than the Empress Hotel. That is the place, of course, to go if you're going to have tea. And I have to laugh. I kind of I wanted to take a picture of just the restaurant. We were wandering around in the lobby, looky-looing. And I went in to take a picture, and the lady, she could tell I didn't belong. She kind of shooed me. Sorry, ma'am, you can't be in here taking pictures. Scram if you're not going to pay up and buy something to eat. So I went away with my tail between my legs, feeling like the little mooch that I was. But it's a beautiful place to see, and so many things you can do. The horse-drawn carriage. They've got a museum on the waterfront. Of course, they have shops and lovely restaurants. It is just a really great place to go. By the way, hi Nancy, I see you coming in from Wisconsin. Thanks for joining me. Good heavens, we have Sheila Roberts here from Liberia, West Africa. Welcome to you. That's lovely. So anyway, we are here celebrating our, it's Christmas is a big deal here in the U.S. and something for everyone. Santa, of course, is a big thing. And for me, I was so happy I was well enough over my yucky cold to be able to sing in church this morning. And one of our songs, which is my all-time favorite, was "Oh Holy Night." And oh my, that was a real Christmas treat. That probably is, that tops the Recharge Gardens. It was just a wonderful morning and a good way to be getting the season going. So that was fun. So anyway, there's my plug for if you're looking for a fun place to go, maybe a girl trip, a family trip next Christmas, or really any time of year. Victoria, Canada is a lovely place to go. So kind of put that on your list. And if you end up doing an Alaska cruise, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe Victoria is one of the stops on that. So maybe you can get a twofer that way. So Susie says, oh, you're right. There are also 2 castles in Victoria. So there is a lot to see. So hi, Nicole. Thanks for coming. Arizona, beautiful weather. Yeah, I tell you what, there's another good place if you wanted to get away. We spent a little bit of time with the kids before we did our Victoria trip and did Thanksgiving in California. And I have to say, it was nice. Oh my gosh. I came back to the Pacific Northwest, and the next morning after we arrived, it was total fog. And I'm like, I have climate shock. Oh, I want to turn around and go back to California where it's warm. But anyway, that's enough about traveling. Hopefully now you guys have got your pen and pencil, your paper, whatever handy, because we'll be playing some trivia here in a little bit. And also, we're going to do a little something right now. Let's pretend we are doing a virtual potluck. What are y'all going to bring to this potluck? I want whatever you bring to start with the first letter of your first name. So I am bringing sugar cookies. And those happen to be my favorite Christmas cookie, those iced sugar cookies in the shapes of trees with all the sprinkles on them. So guys, I'm going to be watching. Let's ring in. Tell me where y'all are going to be. What are you going to be bringing to our holiday potluck here? What's coming that starts with your first letter of your first name? I'll be looking. So you be posting. And while you're posting, before somebody says something, I'll just sort of keep talking. How's that? Oh, Pam. Oh, you get a twofer. Pam's bringing peppermint patties. Oh, very nice. I like that. Penny's bringing popovers. I love popovers. I don't think I've had popovers in years. Nicole's bringing nachos. Oh, how many of you love nachos? I see somebody brought, where'd you go? Chocolate sprinkle cookies, chocolate crinkle cookies. They're coming through fast now. So if I'm missing you, maple dips, margaritas. Oh, that's a good idea. Thought I saw salted caramel or something. Kiwi salad. I'm going back here, so I'm missing it. Caramel chocolates. Oh, I am so there. Yeah, Carolyn was bringing chocolate crinkle cookies. Yum. You guys, wouldn't it be nice if we really could have a big old party and everybody bring this stuff? Hey, Vicki has made it from Florida. Welcome, Vicki. We're all telling what we would bring to our virtual potluck here, and it has to start with the same letter as the first letter of your first name. So we're going to bring that starts with a V. I don't even know. Good luck on that. Good luck in thinking up something to bring. So let's see what else have we got. I'm scrolling down here. Kelly's bringing crinkle cookies, yum yum. Oh, Nanaimo bars. Oh yes. Wait a minute, Susie. Susie, you're bringing Nanaimo cookies, but that doesn't start with an S. So go back in the kitchen and find something that starts with an S. Oh, Vicki, I love it. Vicki thought of something. She's bringing vodka. Peppermint vodka? Oh, my goodness. Oh, dear. We would have a blast with an in-person party. I'm sad that I couldn't get more of you to come on this fun readers cruise that I'm going to be doing in February, but maybe someday we'll be able to think of something fun that more of us can all come to and be able to gather. I had such a good time when I ran into Vicki on the cruise that I was doing with May, who's another one of our gang here. And it was just so much fun to meet her in person. We just had such a good time. So lots of yummies. Yes, for sure. All right. Well, you guys keep those coming out. Try and keep on a watch. But also I was going to say, find out what y'all are reading right now. It's, of course, Christmas book time. My friend Nancy Nagel, I think I might have mentioned this to you guys, told me that there are 60 Christmas books out this year. Ay, ay, ay. And that's probably the tip of the iceberg. Oh my goodness. Hi, Joe Marie. Hi for coming. I saw somebody else ring in, but I don't know where you went. Cindy is here. Hello, hello. Where are you coming in from, Cindy? Let us know. Someday, I'm going to get all 50 states in one of our parties. Someday. Soup. Susie's bringing soup. Oh, you know what? Soup is always a good thing. Love soup. So anyway, so what all are we bringing or reading? Hopefully some of you guys are reading Da-Da-Da, The Merry Matchmaker, because that's my big one for this Christmas season. And that's a find it online, request it at your favorite indie bookstore or your Barnes & Noble, request it. Your heart is looking confused. Scroll up.
No. Hold it higher.
Oh.
Get your finger off your
Gerhart is my very sweet, sometimes, producer who's scolding me because I'm not holding this up properly. So can you all see that now? I'm sure you've all seen it. But anyway, you do have to kind of request this because it was not around in Walmart or Target this year, which makes me very sad, but it can still be found. Hello from New Jersey. Thanks for joining us, Luann. Oh, very fun. Wrapped Up for Christmas Pam is reading that. Is that fun? Is it funny? Let me know. Here's the other one, of course, that I'm in. This is an anthology, Mistletoe Season. And these are, if you haven't finished with your Christmas shopping, books, of course, make a great purchase. And you guys, I know you all support so many authors. So I'm sure at some point you're like, oh, guys, stop already. We're going crazy here. Because books are not getting any cheaper. Nothing's getting any cheaper, is it? But it seems like the cost of books and groceries are two things that have just really shot up. So those of you who are supporting us and able to buy books, that's great. If that's not in the budget, remember, you can always ask your local library to order in a book. They will do that for you. So let's see. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Love the book. Very fun. And reading Made for Mistletoe. Oh, that's cute. That sounds like a fun title. Here's what I'm reading right now. This is very fun. Christmas with a Crank. I talked about this actually. You guys on Instagram probably heard me talking about this. It's very fun. Courtney Walsh always writes a funny, cute, fun, closed-door romance. And I just love her. And I've got her scheduled to come and visit with us at some point in the new year. Be a little bit later into the year, but I'm very excited, and I hope that's going to be able to happen. Also, I need to tell you about upcoming guests because we have some really cool ones coming in. We have got, of course, we're going to be kicking off the new year with our favorite finance guru and now mystery writer, Peggy Doviak. And we're going to be talking about getting set financially for the new year and have a bunch of tips on that for all of you. And I know you're not going to want to miss that. But she's not the only one that's coming in. Let me find my notes here so I can let you know who all is coming. Have to turn the page here. Well, for heaven's sake, what have I done with this thing? Oh, here we go. So also coming in January, I have a charming, adorable influencer named Jenny Forbark who's going to be with us. And wait for it, Viola Shipman is going to be joining us in January for one of our Sunday gatherings. I know Viola online, of course, or also, as you know, is Wade Rouse, but I have never had a chance to really talk with him in person. So I'm very excited to talk with him because I love his books, and he always writes them in honor of his grandmother. And so he's going to be really fun to talk with. I've got Vanessa Miller coming in February. She's an award-winning author. I know you're going to want to meet. So lots of cool stuff going on here that we have planned in the new year. I can hardly wait for us to be able to enjoy some of that. It's really going to be fun. So anyway, there's some things to keep in mind for as we're moving into the future. So guys, have you all got your pen or pencil and paper? Because we're going to do some trivia. We're going to see what you know about your Christmas trivia. I have Gerhart standing by to try and calculate who gets the most answers. That will be very fun. And we have some little gifties. So for our top 3 people, I picked these up on our travels in Germany somewhere. So these are going to be our prizes for our trivia winners. We have, I know, hold them still, he says, so holding them still. And just some cute little holiday tissues. So Those are going to be our prizes for our trivia winners. So anyway, are you guys all ready? Have you got your pen and paper and pencil? We're going to do some trivia. While I'm waiting for some of you to scurry and get it, maybe some of you can ring in and tell me if you've started your holiday baking and what you've made so far. I think my favorite, I have several favorite cookies, but the Andes mint ones, who makes those? It's a chocolate cookie. And then when it comes out of the oven, you put an Andes mint on top and let it melt and swirl it. And then it turns into a hard shell on top of this soft cookie. And oh my gosh, that is just such a fabulous recipe. So I wonder if anybody's making those. Also, I'm gumdrop cookies. I have a recipe that I got years ago from a good friend of mine and who died very young, sadly. And she used to make those cookies when my kids were little for my daughter, especially for my daughter, because she loved them. And so it's really fun for me to get to make those every year. And to close on doing any baking this year, oh my, don't we have that is ambition. I'm impressed. Wow. No baking for Nancy either. Oh, you guys are good. I'm trying to fit in all the baking between our traveling and different events we have going on. We're currently on the Washington coast where we had a huge storm the night before and trying to make that work. And so I have cookies to take to things, and but they'll still be fresh by the time I get where I'm going. So I am doing some definite recipe juggling here, trying to make this all come together. Sheila says she has to get groceries before making cookies. Yeah, I know, I hear you. Oh, Rosette's kumkaka. That's Norwegian, right? Is that Norwegian? Grinch cookies. I'm not sure I've heard of Grinch cookies. They must be green, right? Are Grinch cookies green? Melanie is recovering from surgery. You get a pass. Melanie, I hope somebody in your neighborhood is making some cookies for you this year. Marie says molasses cookies. Tomorrow she's making mini banana breads. And Wednesday, some kind of cookies. Wow, very cool. And Marta's doing oatmeal raisin. Oh, those are yummy too. And snickerdoodles. Everybody loves snickerdoodles, don't they? Those are such a classic from our childhood for many of us. But okay, guys, now, have you all got your pencil and paper, pen and paper? You ready to do this? Oh, Penny, just found out you have to go gluten-free. Well, I know there are all kinds of different things you can do gluten-free out there now, so hopefully you'll find something on social media that you can do. We are ready now for some holiday trivia. And so, of course, we'll be seeing who got the most answers, and our top whatever three that we discover will get their prize. So hopefully you're all ready. Oh, Krumkaka is Norwegian. Thank you for telling me, Kathy. I'm clueless. I'm gonna have to look that up. All I know is it's something exotic. That's all I know. Oh, raspberry kisses. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys, you're making me gain weight just looking at all these recipes. All right, anyway, meanwhile, time for trivia. Are you ready? Here we go. And by the way, don't be sneaking and looking them up. This is what you know or what you don't know. So, number one, what fruit is customarily placed in Christmas stockings? What fruit is customarily placed in Christmas stockings? That's number one. Don't post your answer yet, guys. Don't post your answer. I'll have you tell them at the end. Don't anybody, just write it down. Okay, everybody got that? Don't post your answer. Okay, number two. What was Frosty the Snowman's nose made out of? Don't post the answer, because you're going to get to tell when we're all done who got it right. Okay, number three. How many reindeer pull Santa's sleigh? How many reindeer pull Santa's sleigh? Don't post the answer, guys. Don't post the answer yet. I'll give you time, I promise. When we're all done asking the questions, I'll give you time to post the answer, okay? Don't post the answer, don't post the answer. Okay, number four. In the Christmas song, O Holy Night, what verse comes after the stars are brightly shining? Some of you are being very naughty. I'm gonna have to sit Krampus on you. Some of you are being very, very naughty and posting the answers. Don't do that yet, you guys, don't do that. Okay, back to number four. In the Christmas song, O Holy Night, what verse comes after the stars are brightly shining? This is my favorite of all the Christmas songs. I think my second favorite is Mary, Did You Know? But this is still the top favorite, and I was so it just touched my heart to be able to sing this at church this morning with the other musicians. It's one my brothers and I always sang together for years, and they're quite a bit older than me. We lost my oldest brother a few years ago, and for a while I couldn't even hear that song without bursting into tears because that was his song. He had a gorgeous, gorgeous voice, and he would say okay, a lot of the solo parts, and then we would all sing on the chorus and do harmonies. And it just today it was just special and lovely, and I just was so happy for a chance to be able to sing that in church. So anyway, once again, the question is, what verse comes after the stars are brightly shining? Okay, now question number 5. What Christmas plant is considered an aphrodisiac? What Christmas plant is considered an aphrodisiac? Ho, ho, ho. Okay, now we're on to number 6. In the song Jingle Bell Rock, what are the characters doing in the frosty air? In the song Jingle Bell Rock, what are the characters doing in the frosty air? By the way, if you feel like I'm going too fast, don't panic. I'll go through the questions one more time before we get your answers, okay? That was number 6. Number 7. What momentous event in U.S. history took place on December 25th, 1776? That should kind of give you a clue. Oh, I didn't know this. And I will give you a clue. We've all probably seen a picture of this. So anyway, hi Pam, hi. Thanks for joining us. I'm a little bit late, but I'm happy you made it. Okay, so back to number 7. What momentous event in U.S. history took place on December 25th, 1776? Okay, now we're on to question number 8. In the movie A Christmas Story, what gift does Ralphie desperately want for Christmas? In the movie A Christmas Story, what gift does Ralphie desperately want for Christmas? That was number 8. It's interesting, I numbered them wrong. I jumped from 8 to 10. We'll call number 10 9. Okay, number 9. What's the best-selling Christmas movie of all time? Best-selling Christmas movie of all time. I will have to say I was sad to see it's not my favorite movie. Darn, I think mine should be, but nope, this is a different one. So, and I should add so far because who knows what new movies may come around the corner. Patty has arrived from Minnesota. Hi, Patty. I'm glad you could join us. And by the way, you guys, even though we're doing this live, and we are going to do door prize drawings too, but that's a must be present to win. But of course, this stays up long on Facebook and on my YouTube channel anyway, long after the party is over. So if some of you have missed that, get on YouTube, and if you're not following my Sheila Roberts channel, get on there and subscribe. And you can also see past interviews with different authors and our different parties and what we've done. So, okay, but getting back to question number 9 in our trivia, what's the best-selling Christmas movie of all time? Let's see if you guys can figure out what that is. What is 9? That's the one I just said. What's the best-selling Christmas movie of all time? And number 10, our last one. Now, only the diehard Sheila Roberts fans are maybe going to know this one, but I'm putting it in anyway. This happens to be a favorite book of mine. What Sheila Roberts Christmas book was made into a movie for the Lifetime channel? For the Lifetime channel. What Sheila Roberts Christmas book was made into a movie for the Lifetime channel? Okay, that's them. We're going to go through all over again through all the trivia for those of you who missed the first one. And hi to our latecomers. I'm sorry you've missed some of the fun. But for those of you who have come in late, while we're doing this, we also are pretending we're having a fabulous holiday potluck. So if you want to tell us what you would bring to our potluck, it has to start with the first letter of your first name. I brought sugar cookies. I had to laugh because Vicky brought vodka. She's got, okay, we're not bothering with the cookies, we're going straight to the vodka. Anyway, so if you want to do that for the fun of it, you could do that. Don't post your answers yet on the trivia because we're going to go over those all in just one more minute. Okay, so just hold your answers, okay? Don't post your answers. All right, now going back to number 1, we'll go through these quickly on the trivia. What fruit is customarily placed in Christmas stockings? That was number 1. Number 2, what was Frosty the Snowman's nose made out of? That was number 2. Oh, Betty's bringing broccoli. I hope you're bringing dip with that. Oh, I like Sheila's bringing sundaes. That works for me. Okay, that was number 2 on our trivia. Number 3 question, how many reindeer pull Santa's sleigh? Number 4, in the Christmas song, O Holy Night, what verse comes after the stars are brightly shining? Oh, Marie says her iPad died. I hope Santa's going to bring you a new one for Christmas, you poor thing. Oh, my goodness. Okay, but back to the game. Okay, number 5. What Christmas plant is considered an aphrodisiac? Ooh, Patty, I see you're bringing pasta salad. Yum, I love pasta salad. Number 6. In the song Jingle Bell Rock, what are the characters doing in the frosty air? Number 7. What momentous event in U.S. history took place on December 25th, 1776? We'll see if I stump some of you. Oh, and if I do, I'll reward myself with a piece of that pumpkin pie that Pam is bringing. Oh, Diane's bringing dip for Betty's broccoli. Well, we got that covered. Good. Okay. All right. Okay, now let's see number 8. In A Christmas Story, what gift does Ralphie desperately want for Christmas? That's such a fun movie. That was a Christmas tradition in our house for a long time. Okay, and number 9, what's the best-selling Christmas movie of all time? So far. I'm going to add so far because it could get topped. All right, and number 10, what Sheila Roberts Christmas book was made into a movie for the Lifetime channel? Ooh, Jo Marie's bringing bacon-wrapped chestnuts. Oh, those sound good. But where's something that starts with a J, Jo Marie? See if you can come up with something with a J. I don't know what you're going to come up with, but good luck. Okay, so now let's go through the answers. Now you feel free to post your answers. So what did everybody answer for number 1? Post what you got. Oh my goodness, I can tell I've been sick. My throat's going dry. Number 1. Somebody posted it way on early. I'll tell you, and then you can post as you ring in here. That was oranges. Yep, Nicole, you got it right. All of you guys who said orange, check that off as when you got correct. Yep, Carolyn got it right. Cindy got it right. Pam got it right. Oh, you guys are so smart. I'll tell you guys a fun little story about oranges and Christmas. My dad grew up in a very, just a wild and woolly past. Grew up in a very poor family, and they lost, well, it's a long story anyway, but lost their mom young age. Dad trying to keep all the kids together, putting them in orphanages, you name it. So there wasn't really a lot of Christmas, but they would get an orange, and he would talk about, he would savor that orange. You know, they would eat the orange, and they would chew on the seed, and then they'd finally eat the peel, like this was a big, fabulous thing. And I thought, gosh, we are so blessed in this country, aren't we? We have oranges and candy canes. I mean, stuff everywhere, you know, and so many opportunities and so many organizations that help underprivileged children now. It wasn't the case when my dad was a kid, and orange was a huge big deal for him. And I don't remember how many of you remember this, but does anyone remember, it was years and years ago. Now you find mandarin oranges all the time, but you used to get mandarin oranges. They would be shipped over from China, right? Yeah, China. Anyway, they would be shipped over, imported in a big box, and they were all wrinkly and crinkly and poofy. And man, that was a treat you could only get at Christmas. And they were just amazing. So, ooh, Pam says she loves chocolate-covered oranges now. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, that's maybe a fun Christmas party, guys. I might have to put that in my newsletter next year. Do a chocolate fondue party and be tipping your oranges and your bananas and stuff in it. Okay, so on to number 2 in our trivia. What was Frosty the Snowman's nose made of? Let's see if anybody got it right. What was his nose made out of? Looking for a post. If I don't see one in a minute, I'll just go ahead and share. What the heck, I'll go ahead and share now. It was a button. Yep, okay, Patricia got it. Jo Marie got it. Button. A carrot. Nice try, Penny. Yeah, that's where we see them all in the pictures, isn't it? But in the song or the whatever, it was a button. At least that's what I found online in my trivia. I didn't have time to go and re-listen to the song to be Sure. The coal was his eyes, and two eyes made out of coal. But anyway, so that was number 2. Button. If you have button, give yourself a C for correct. Number 3. How many reindeers pull Santa's sleigh? Actually, you can answer it one of 2 ways, however you want to answer this. I'll take 2 different answers. How many reindeer pull Santa's sleigh? Yes, 8 plus Rudolph. So if you said 9 and we're counting Rudolph, I'll give you 9. And if you said 8 plus Rudolph, or if you just say 8, I'll give you any of those. Okay. Somewhere around in there. Okay, guys. A lot of you got that right. Good. Okay. All right. In the Christmas song, "O Holy Night," what verse comes after "the stars are brightly shining"? So somebody said 3.9 with Rudolph. Sheila, that's funny. Oh my goodness. All right. And Carol went 8/9. She was, yes, hedging her bets. Nicole, it's trivia, Nicole, so it doesn't really matter. It's not the fate of the world. It's not riding on how you do on this quiz. So, and Betty got it. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. That is what we're looking for. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Okay. Number 5. What Christmas plant is considered an aphrodisiac? Okay, all you little romance readers, you ought to get this. I didn't realize that. I just know you kiss under it. So if y'all said mistletoe, give yourself a correct on that one. And a lot of you got that second verse right. I'm so impressed, you guys. Wow, that is very good. Yep, Marie, mistletoe, Nancy. If you said mistletoe, you got one right. Yep, and those of you who said is the night of our dear Savior's birth, that is correct for our question about O Holy Night. All right, so now we are on to number 6. In the song Jingle Bell Rock, what are the characters doing in the frosty air? Something very cute. Yes, Diana, and you got that right. Give yourself a point. Yeah, good job. I'm so impressed. And so many of you knew mistletoe too. That's impressive. And how did you do on Jingle Bell Rock? What are the characters doing in the frosty air? Besides looking for their warm coats, I don't know. Dancing, that's one of them. It's a 2-pointer. I would sing it for you, but I can't quite remember exactly how it goes. But I'm looking for something that rhymes with dancing. Dancing and, if you said dancing and prancing, you got it right. Got to have both. Two-part question. So dancing and prancing. That's good. We'll riding in a one-horse sleigh. But that's not the answer we're looking for. Now y'all going to go listen to Jingle Bell Rock, right? Dancing, if you said dancing and prancing, got to have both. If anybody got both of those, give yourself a C for correct. Okay, number 7. What momentous event in U.S. history took place on December 25th, 1776? Woo, Sheila, you got dancing and prancing. Yay! Oh, so did Carolyn. All right, you guys, that was impressive. How? Who got the question about 1776? Another dancing and prancing. Oh, you guys are good. This one, I honestly didn't know. I bet you've all seen the picture somewhere. So if you put for the answer to number 7 of what event took place December 25th, 1776, it was Washington, George Washington crossing the Delaware. Crossing the Delaware. It's got to be the Delaware. Yep, I see some of you got it. Betty got it. Lisa got it. Melanie got it. Oh, you guys are smart. I would have been sitting here going, oh, excuse me, leftover cough from my cold. All right, very good. So give yourself a point if you put Washington crossing the Delaware. It's got to be the right river too. Okay, number 8. In A Christmas Story, what was it that Ralphie wanted so desperately for Christmas? I bet most of us has watched this movie at some point, and we probably all know what Ralphie wanted. We did a funny picture once, years ago. I don't know where it went. I posted it somewhere on social, and Gerhard had found this thing, or for those of you who want to know, somebody got it, a Red Ryder BB gun, Red Ryder BB gun. Bought the whole doggone thing, Red Ryder rifle, I'll take that. Anyway, Gerhardt found one of those, and he found a patch on his eye and then posed with it like, look what I got for Christmas. Oh man, we had some store employees kind of walking past like, what are you people doing? I don't know if we have that anywhere still. Like I said, it was years ago and I posted it. It was pretty funny. But yes, Red Ryder BB gun or Red Ryder gun, Red Ryder rifle. Any of those I will take. That's, you guys, looks like most of you got that one right. So you're good. All right. Okay, what is the best-selling Christmas movie of all time? I'm interested to see who knew this. I'm trying to remember if I have even watched that whole movie all the way through. I don't think I have. I think Gerhardt said he watched it once. It was kind of funny, but the concept of it, I just couldn't get past it. Home Alone. If you said Home Alone, you're right. I just thought, how do you manage to go all the way in a plane that far away and realize you left somebody behind? I mean, sometimes I get when we're all in the family vacation, everybody's piling in the car, you start away, but usually so-and-so's missing. So, oh my goodness, I don't know. But Home Alone, if you answered Home Alone for the best-selling movie of all time, that was it. How many of you guys watched that? Did anybody watch that? Home Alone. I just have such a hard time kind of getting past that. By the way, I'm checking and saying hi to our Insta people too. Charlene, I see no baking for you. Just moved. Oh my goodness. I hope your new neighbors will bake you something. That would be awfully nice. Ho, ho, ho. Nothing more exciting than getting a new house for Christmas. That's pretty fun. So, Wonderful Life. You know, I would have said that, Diana, because that's my all-time favorite movie. I think that movie is brilliant. I love the message behind it. Never gets old for me. I've watched it every year, almost all my life, and no one in my family will watch it with me anymore. I have to start having girlfriend parties because once in a while somebody in the family, okay, Mom, I'll watch it with you, and then okay, now I'm done for a while. And even Gerhardt, he was really good a couple of years back, and said, I'll watch it with you. And then he was like, okay, now I'm done. So, but I love that movie. Another one I really love, you guys. I don't know if you ever watched that one, The Family Man with Nicolas Cage. I just love that one too. It's just, he's this Scrooge. He's become this hard-hearted Scrooge character, and he didn't end up marrying the love of his life from when he was young. And he gets a glimpse of what life had been like if he would have just followed through and married her and had a family. It's a really cute movie. It's got a couple of naughty words in it, but it's really fun. We have a kind of an edited version, so we watch that one every year too. I love that movie. All right, so last question. Speaking of movies, what Sheila Roberts Christmas book was made into a movie for the Lifetime channel? Okay. Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, Nicole, I've never watched that. I may have to, I don't know if I can do that. I may have to try that. But anyway, so getting back to our last question. So which of my books? Yes, Joe got it. On Strike for Christmas. That was kind of the book that put me, Christmas book that put me on the map. And I still love that. I'm sure it's just a little bit dated now because it was in the days before we all had cell phones and you would go to the DVD store and rent a DVD. Well, nobody does that anymore, but it's still such a fun book. I love that book. So anyway, yes, thank you, Kelly, my loyal Sheila girl. That would have been very sad if you didn't know that. But okay, guys, so if you all wrote, whoever said On Strike for Christmas, you get that. And I have to laugh. Who said, oh yeah, Nancy said Merry Xmas. You know, it's interesting. And I love that book. I did write that book. And one year somebody said, oh, Sheila Roberts has a new Christmas book, or I mean, a Christmas movie out. And it was Merry Xmas. Like, whoa, wait. And someone, who knows who, no one will ever know who, but someone had decided they loved my title and they loved the concept of the book and they just made it into their own movie. And it took me a while to get over that. I was not happy, but oh well, the ideas are all out there floating around. Okay, so now, guys, oh, and by the way, I will say, yes, cute movie, but I felt like the book was better because it had a lot more funny scenes, and so many of the scenes, of course, you can't put everything in a movie. So some of my favorite scenes and my two favorite characters didn't even make it into the movie, and that was rather sad. So if you're looking for a historical contemporary Christmas book, that's a fun one to track down and read. So, all right, did anybody get 10? Nicole said she only got 3. That's okay, Nicole. The good news is this is not a measure of smarts or anything. It's just a measure of how much inconsequential things you have stuffed into your brain. So Pam got 7. First of all, did anybody get 10? Do I see anybody with 10? I see 7, 7. I see Pam has 7. Melanie has 7. Lisa Thompson Bland got 8. Lisa, so far you are our winner. Newland got 5. I'm looking so far. 10. Hey, Joe Marie. I'm going to remember your last name, Joe Marie Megderer. Joe Marie, I'm going to try and make sure I message you. But if you don't get the message, you need to send us your mailing address here in the good old US of A so we can send those to you. So Carolyn got 10. There's another 10. There's 2 with 10. Carolyn Painter got 10. Carolyn, I need you to message me your mailing address. Again, all the mailing we're doing, guys, I apologize for my Canadian neighbors. These, the goodies this time around are all going in the US, so I apologize. Mary Sibajara says, I was late, but I got 1. All right, Mary, are there any cookies left? Oh my gosh, we ate them all. All right, I think we got 10. Gerhard, did I holler out 3 names? Don't worry about looking, just did you hear me holler out 3 names? We had
Jill Marie and I don't know who else.
Carolyn Painter. I thought we had 1 more who got 10. I will go and look through. If I called out your name and said, message me your mailing address, well, guess what? That means you won one of the prizes. So, My Christmas X. Oh, is that Diane? No, the book we're talking about was Merry Xmas. And that was about a couple. They've gotten divorced, but they're stuck in the same house waiting to sell it. And of course, you know that that's going to turn out well in the end. But that was just a really fun. That was another fun book. But okay, if I don't see any more, I've got our 2 10s, and yeah, Gerhardt's can't even find you guys. So I hope you. Oh, Joe Marie. I think that's our 3. I'm pretty sure that's our 3. He only sees 2. I will be looking after we get done with this while I am relaxing watching my Christmas movie. I'll see if I can find that. But now, one more thing, guys. We're not done yet because we are. And again, aren't you happy you showed up tonight? Because this is a must be present to win. I brought these when we were traveling on our trip early in the fall. These were in France from, I hope I say this right, the Alsace region. We have this one. We have this one. And then we have this cute little one. Do you remember what city we were in, Gerhard, that had that, what cathedral that was? Strasbourg. Thank you. That's right. Strasbourg, one of my favorite cities. I don't know how I could forget that. So we have these 3 charming little dish towels. We're going to randomly pick names here after I get off. And so be looking to see if you get a message from me. And we will also announce that it might be, I'm hoping I will get that done tonight, but still kind of dragging my wagon a little from having been sick. So, but I will try and make sure I get you all notified tonight, and then we will also post and let you all know about that. And we'll still be chatting, of course, between now and Christmas, but I wanted us to be able to have one fun time and have a little Christmas party together and have some fun. And I want to say thank you to all of you for hanging with me for yet another year. Some of you are new followers, and I appreciate that so much. And I want to thank you for supporting readers. I do understand that books are a big investment, and so many of you support so many writers that it's a big investment, and it's very kind of you. And I want you to know how much I appreciate it, how much all my friends appreciate that you support us, that you read our books. And if you have enjoyed either of my Christmas books, I'll hold them up again. Your heart will want me to do that. This is the anthology that I'm in, Mistletoe Season, and The Merry Matchmaker. If you have enjoyed these, please take time to hop on somewhere and put up a review because that's a big deal. That really helps the algorithms and it helps more people find us. So I think that's about it. Like I said, we'll be chatting between now and Christmas and New Year's. But meanwhile, I hope you had a great time tonight. And y'all go and enjoy your favorite Christmas movie tonight, or finish whatever book you're reading. Have some peppermint popcorn, and which I'm going to be posting the recipe for that on Instagram very soon. And enjoy the rest of your evening, you guys. I really, really, really appreciate you taking time to hang out with me. It's been very, very fun. So ho, 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 and away we go.